What's going on, YouTubers? It's the Natural Born Driller, and welcome everyone to Impact Wrestling Review, the show from July 12th, 2019. I'm assuming they were still in Dallas, Texas, as they were, doing this new episode of Impact Wrestling, which there was only a one-match show, which I'll get to that later, which it did end up being the main event to end the show. But this show was also what pertains to the fallout of Slammiversary 17, and basically highlights of it, the post match, what pertains to promos and all that. They show one replay though what pertains to what pertains to Great Muda, Tommy Dreamer, and Johnny B. Trash and Hogan teaming up from that a night you can't miss, But here we go. Yeah, Don Callis, Josh Matthews on commentary, well, hosting the show basically in a way. But at the same time, they're also commentating too as well. We'll get to that later on too as well once we get to the one match show when we get to it. But while you have Don Callis and Josh Matthews on the show, there was other people that ended up joining with them. What pertains to the matches that they talked about, what pertains to right at Slammiversary, what pertains to basically the fallout of it. So the first thing they show was the highlights of Moose versus Rob Van Dam, and pretty good highlights of it. Now the one thing that was on the mistakes of it, what pertains to the highlights of it, is when Moose was doing the drop kicks in the corner, and basically one was in the standing position way, and the other one was in the sleep position way, basically what pertains to RVD. And those drop kicks that Moose connected to RVD twice did not connect, obviously. But the way they showed it too, slow motion from the highlights of it, didn't make it look that good at all, and didn't make it any better at all as well. So there you go. We got to Eddie Edwards and Killer Cross were their highlights of their first blood match, and pretty good highlights of it too as well. Especially with the fact with Eddie Edwards uses Kenny to break him in half. To use that to bust open Killer Cross from the throat area basically. And Killer Cross was still talking a little normal after the match as well. Basically, he's still showing that he loves the pain, love the blood that's been spilled from his mouth because of Eddie Edwards. So yeah, no, let's say about that. Then. Now I don't know what's going to lead to what pertains to Killer Cross. I don't know if he's still going to be part of Impact Wrestling, but of what I heard so far, he's still there. And it's only a matter of time when he's going to be gone pretty soon. We got to the Zombie Princess, Jimmy Jacobs. He talks about the Monsters Ball, what pertains to the Knockouts Championship match, what pertains to Tyler Valkyrie, the Knockouts Champion, Rosemary, Su Yung, and Jessica Havoc. Basically, he describes what Monsters Ball means and what Monsters Ball is like and all that, because he was at one point has his monster Congo Kong in the Monsters Ball match against the Monster Abyss at one point. So they show highlights of this match, which was very cool highlights of it. And then you have Father James Mitchell too as well, talking about the Monsters Ball, and he was upset with the whole bloody mist that was spraying his mouth and all that during the match, where he's showing anger after the match and everything. Basically, versus the post match interview that he did. He was very on point on that. So. Then we get to a tag team match. Well, a tag team match that happened at Slammiversary though. what pertains to the Impact World Tag Team Championship, the three-way type of tag team match in a way. You had D'Lo Brown joining along with Don Callis and Josh Matthews, just like with Jimmy Jacobs joining along with Don Callis and Josh Matthews for the Muscles, talk about the Muscles Brawl. Now you had D'Lo Brown talking about the triple tag team match that the Impact World Tag Team Championship title was on the line. And they showed highlights of that match too as well, and it was pretty damn good. They show the post match interview in a way, where it takes to the North, who are still the Impact World Tag Team Champions. And then it also showed the Rascals were being upset that they didn't win, especially Wentz. He was very upset. And then with the whole thing with LAX, with the whole thing with Santana being injured and everything, which I knew it. It was a work. And that's another reason why it's a work too as well. Because of what's been going on with LAX in Impact Wrestling, that whole situation. And the Conan starts cutting a promo, basically saying an aggressive message to the North. So we'll see where that leads to. Yeah, Tommy Dreamer, who's there with Don Callis and Josh Matthews. Basically, this is the part where they talk about Johnny B. Trash and Michael Elgin teamed up against Tommy Dreamer and the Great Muda at a night you can't miss. That was on Impact Plus. And Tommy Dreamer, after the match that they show, he still stuck around because they were still talking more about that match from a night you can't miss. And also, they also talk about the next match, which was the highlights of the match from the Slammiversary. Sami Callihan versus Tessa Blanchard, the intergender match. That was the main event of Slammiversary. And we get to see that highlights of it, and that was a good highlight video. Where it pertains to the whole situation. Just Tessa Blanchard showing how passionate she can be. As she always is. Sami Callihan, he want basically this is all the post match interview type of way, and Callihan wants this match again. So I'm assuming we're gonna get this match later on down the line, which is good. I'd love to see more of Sami Callihan versus Tessa Blanchard. Then we get to P.D. Williams joining along with Don Callis and Josh Matthews to talk about this next match. That was the highlights from Slammiversary 17, which was the XVII Championship with Rich Swann, the champion, versus Johnny B. Trash. And the highlights of it was pretty good, but Johnny B. Trash is still trash because they show a replay of him doing the slow motion of his Starship Pain, basically the corkscrew split-legged moonsault that he does, which is his finishing move, and he calls it Starship Pain. That looks like shit because he didn't connect with it he didn't really connect with it that much, which is nothing new with Johnny B. Trash, but still. But Rich Swann, he has some good highlights though, which is good. Scott D'Amoy, who was on Don Callis and Josh Matthews, were chance to talk about this next highlight match from Slammiversary 17. Brian Cage defending his Impact World Championship against Michael Elgin. Very good highlights of that match as well. And then the whole thing with the post match interview that they had with Brian Cage and Michael Elgin. And then the whole thing with the masked hoodie guy, spearing, or should I say, gores, Michael Elgin. And basically they referenced the whole masked man and everything with the hoodie and everything. And nothing else to say about that. So, but again, I gotta say this again. What we're saying is to obviously being Rhino, being the guy under the mask and the hoodie, because he was still under contract with WWE. But again, can they really prove that he was Rhino? But based on of his body type and the way he just did the pose, doing this, doing that, and everything. And then on top of that, with his move, the gore, obviously it was Rhino. And plus, you could tell you could just kind of tell that was Rhino. But at the same time, they could have used anyone else to do that spot. But I'm just saying. But yeah, that was the highlights of it, of the world title match. Now I'm pretty sure we're going to have another match between Michael Elgin and Brian Cage, because Michael Elgin did he did get you know how you say it, you know, in a way he was protected in the loss in a way, but I'm trying to find another way to say it. But Michael Elgin obviously get another shot at the title. One moment, folks. So yeah, like I said, Brian Cage and Michael Elgin, they might have another shot. Or, like I said before, where we did the Slammiversary review, we might even see Michael Elgin, Rhino, and Brian Cage. Or maybe just Rhino and Michael Elgin. You know, just to start that feud. And then maybe Rhino and Brian Cage somewhere down the line too as well. So, it depends. Alright. Now we got all that out of the way. What pertains to the highlights and one match that they showed was a replay that they show on the show here from A Night You Can't Miss. Now we get to the actual live match on the show here. And that was Jordynne Grace versus Kiera Hogan versus Madison Rayne. Match itself, they tried their hardest to make it look good, but didn't look that good at all. It's like they were not even trying. It just didn't look that good. But that's besides the point. The one that upset me the most about this match. So you have Impact Wrestling, you know, repackaging Kiera Hogan, who pertains to her with a new look, her new hair, new music, new Titantron, calling her. By the way, I gotta mention this too. Josh Matthews couldn't sound uncool when he called Kiera Hogan the girl on fire, but the way he said it was so nerdy, so uncool. This is how he said it. And he was saying it on commentary too. He's like, should I say it? He's like, I'm gonna say it. He's like, the girl on fire. I don't fucking get it. Josh Matthews. He's like Michael Cole. You know, Michael Cole, you know, trying to say something cool on commentary and then come off cool. That's Josh Matthews too, represents Impact Wrestling. He just made that sound uncool. The girl on fire. Fucking stupid. But, so yeah, like I said, representation Impact Wrestling, the whole repackaging Kiera Hogan of her being a heel with a new hairstyle, you know, blue flame, her new attire, ring attire, her new theme song, whichever you want to say, her new Titantron. She's got a new attitude. Everything about Kiera Hogan is new now. And in this match, where it was a three-way match with Madison Rayne in there, Kiera Hogan and Jordynne Grace. Jordynne Grace gets the win over Kiera Hogan. Are you fucking kidding me? You telling me you couldn't give Madison Rayne the loss here? You're supposed to be building up Kiera Hogan. You're supposed to be building her up, you know, because she's new and fresh on Impact Wrestling. You know, besides Jordynne Grace. Hell, they give Jordynne Grace more of a big women push than Kiera Hogan has ever had. And by the way, I'm still upset the fact that Madison Rayne still owns 3 to 4 maybe victories over Tessa Blanchard. And Kiera Hogan can't give a fucking break on Impact Wrestling. She always fucking loses, even with her being repackaged as a heel, with a new look and everything, and she fucking loses. Now, here's the thing. Representation to WWE, I'm used to WWE doing that type of shit. The whole repackaging of Bobby Roode becoming Robert Roode with the mustache and everything. Being a heel, still being glorious and everything. I'm used to WWE doing that type of shit to their talents. But this is Impact Wrestling. You're supposed to be giving Kiera Hogan the rub here. You're supposed to be giving Kiera Hogan, a new fresh start here as a heel. And she fucking loses. Again, you couldn't have Madison Rayne lose. She could be fine with a loss here. Kiera Hogan needs some momentum. She needs some wins. I'd sure like to know who's fucking behind this Kiera Hogan burial on Impact Wrestling. This is some fucking bullshit. So after the match, Madison Rayne looked unhappy because she didn't win. And I say to myself, yeah, because she didn't take the pinfall. Kiera Hogan took the pinfall. I don't know why she's mad. Maybe because she didn't win the match. But at the same time, she didn't lose the match either. She didn't get pinned. Kiera Hogan got pinned. And what she do? She attacks Jordan Grace. Jordan Grace fights back. Kiera Hogan decides to help her up, and they start teaming up and build up on Jordan Grace. I do not like the direction they're going here with Kiera Hogan and Madison Rayne, because clearly they're going to have Madison Rayne and Kiera Hogan be a tag team. So you're telling me we move away from Kiera Hogan being a sidekick to Allie for Kiera Hogan being a sidekick to Madison Rayne. I don't want to see that shit. So yeah, I'm not looking in this direction. And at this point, I don't know what the fuck they're doing with Kiera Hogan anymore. Now I'm at the point now I don't know what the fuck they're doing with her anymore. You let go Scarlett Bordeaux. You might as well just let go Kiera Hogan. Why even have her there? Kiera Hogan will be better off at AEW than she is in Impact Wrestling. So my overall rating for the show, 4 out of 10. So y'all take care. Peace on the streets. For It's the Natural Born Thriller. For this was the Impact Wrestling Review, the show from July 12th, 2019, where it pertains to the fallout of Slammiversary. So there you go.